Welcome, everyone. I'm Jen Seal. I want to welcome you to this meditation practice. The topic this day is on mindfulness. We've been spending a lot of time this week talking about mindfulness, so I thought I would do a short little mindfulness meditation for you to follow along with. And just to recap, mindfulness is attending yourself to the present moment with your full attention. So being fully present. It's a very yogic thing, right? To be present in the moment is something we want to try to cultivate, in our everyday life. And adding that mindfulness piece to it is just so valuable. So let's just think about how our day normally goes, right? Super busy, we've got a lot of things going on, a lot on our plate. And, multitasking is just one of those things that we end up doing because we have to get everything done. So you might be on the phone while you are also cooking dinner, and while dinner is cooking, you're, washing the dishes, and you've got lists going in your head on what you have to go, get to the grocery store. Maybe people are asking you questions, so rapid fire, all over the place, right? So the exact opposite of mindfulness is multitasking. When you draw mindfulness into your daily life, it's that act of really attending to one thing at a time with just your full awareness. So if you're cooking dinner, say you're making saute, some sort of sauteed vegetables, stir fry, you're drawing your attention and awareness to how you're cutting the vegetables, maybe trying to create even strips. You're allowing the aroma to, move its way through your nostrils. You're just being very present to sounds, perhaps the sizzling oil. That's being mindful. It's mindful cooking. If you're washing the dishes, it's the same thing. It's feeling the warmth of the water on your hands. It's, actually washing dishes and maybe drawing in some gratefulness that you have dishes to wash in the first place. So it's just a fully embedded task that you're attending to. Same thing if you're talking to someone. This is so important for me. When I'm talking to someone, I really like to make sure that I'm giving people my full attention. So putting away the phone, just turning off other distractions and really focusing in on what the person in front of me is saying. So it kind of drives me crazy, I'll point out to my kids, when I'm talking to them or we're eating and they pull out their phones, I'm like, put them away. Because it's so automatic that, maybe we wake up and before we even greet the day, we're on our phone, look at the news, right? So being mindful of just each and every day, each and every moment, each and every opportunity is an opportunity to become more mindful, right? So maybe you do this already, maybe you are mindful, maybe you really do try to be in the present moment, and that's great. But for today, in yoga, being mindful on your mat or in your yoga practice, again, means drawing your attention and awareness to each and every posture that you are in, being aware of the thoughts that are coming and going, and, without attachment, just being an observer to your mind, and allowing yourself that time to slow things down, to move in and out through the poses in a deliberate, conscious way, so that we can really fully enjoy the benefit of the pose. Because, my entrance into yoga was power yoga, and it was the fast-paced movement and the heat applied to the class that distracted your mind away from those thoughts. It was a complete distraction. I mean, felt great, moved the energy, got out toxic stuff, right, in the body and the mind, but it didn't help the mind attend to the present moment. You're just surviving. So dialing it back, slowing it down, and really coming into stillness is a really great way to begin to be more mindful. Okay, so I've chosen to put a shawl on today, so I'm warm. So what I invite you to do is set yourself up in a way that you feel comfortable. I actually have a bolster underneath me here. I'm in a kneeling position, like hero's pose. This may not be comfortable for you, so please set yourself up in a way that feels very comfortable. And placing your palms on your knees, on your thighs, in your lap, wherever they feel comfortable. I want you to really feel, your seat. You've grounded and into the mat or into your cushion or whatever you're sitting on. Just really surrender to the mat below you, and turn off any distractions that might act to just distract your mind. And once you feel like you've reached that place, all distractions turned off, maybe lower your lights. Again, get warm, find a comfortable seat, and then close the eyes. And you want to take away the distraction from your sight. And take a moment just to breathe in and breathe out. There's no need to rush the breath in this moment. So today is just going to be about observation. So it's not possible to really not think. So I want you to just imagine you maybe removed from yourself. You're observing yourself sitting here, and you're just observing the thoughts that are coming in and out of the mind. I like to think of them like clouds, drawing the breath in, just nice, cleansing, deep, detoxifying breath in, and then let that exhale be the wind that just removes those clouds, that pushes them off to the side. So if your thoughts come in, they're like clouds, just let them come and go. And allow them to just be what they are, which are just thoughts. Can you appreciate that you're not your thoughts? That they don't control you, they don't own you. You in fact control them. They may come and go, but you don't have to attach to them. In that way, we are controlling what we, how we feel. If we begin to attach to our thoughts, then thoughts can bog us down. Take a moment to enjoy the felt sensation of your in-breath, and whether you choose to breathe in and out through your nose or in through your nose and out through your mouth, let it be organic. Notice the sensation in your nostrils or in your throat when you breathe in. Is it cooling? Is it even? Does it feel like to fill your lungs up, filling completely on that in-breath? What moves in your body? And feel what the sensation is on the out-breath. What does it feel like to resign the breath on that exhale? And notice the space in between, the pause in between the inhale and the exhale, and maybe even linger there for a second or two. As you begin to settle into that breath and feel connection to the breath, begin to guide the breath. So draw the breath in for 4, and exhale for 6. In this way, you are controlling the breath consciously. Over time, you might actually be able to lengthen the in-breath and lengthen the out-breath. Notice just by attending your mind to counting the inhales and exhales, how maybe you disengaged from your thoughts for a moment. Anytime you find your mind wandering, you can come back to the breath. Let's just go a little deeper. Just gently ask yourself, how are you feeling your mind today? Do you feel like you've got a stream of thoughts pouring out? Do you feel heavy in your mind? Do you feel light? Do you feel like you've got a lot going on? Do you feel a need to slow down? I want you to breathe into that space in your mind that needs that gentle reminder. It's okay to slow down. And then draw your attention and awareness to your felt body experience, your emotions. How are you feeling today? Do you notice any areas of the body that sense any tension or any stress? Where might you feel that tension? Where does that land in your body? Can you draw the breath there now? As if your breath is a gentle tool to massage out those kinks, those knots, those tight places. Again, just take a moment to deeply breathe in. Maybe you let go of the counting. Maybe you forgot you were counting. It's okay. Just breathe naturally again. Notice where you can soften in. Perhaps it's in your face, in your jaw, in your throat. Maybe swallow. And notice where your tongue is. Drop your tongue away from the roof of your mouth and see what happens. Could you drop your chin slightly towards your chest to elongate the cervical spine to feel more space in your neck? And then draw attention finally to your heart space, where love lives. Heart is the intuitive center of our body, of our being, and tap into what's there. It's when we begin to quiet the mind, observe the thoughts and let them go, or we can actually listen to the whispers of our heart. Our heart knows what we need. Our heart knows what our deepest desires are, what our true identity is, our true calling is. It's so important to take a moment to listen to the whispers of your heart. right here, right now. It might change tomorrow. That's part of being a part of the present, mindful to what's there today, right now. If your heart were to say something to you, what would it say? Take a few moments to listen. Just take 3 more nice deep breaths in and out. And if you'd like, open the mouth and let the breath out with a sigh. Releasing any little bit of leftover tension, stress, toxicity, emotions that you really wish were not in your body right now. And just let them go. Pull a nice deep breath in. Slowly let it out. And bring your palms together to your heart. And bow your chin to your chest. Sit up nice and tall. And just bring attention awareness back to all of your parts, to your heart, your emotions, your mind, your thoughts. Bring them all back together. They all work as one, together as one. How wonderful to be able to check in with each one of them individually. But let's invite them all back together into our whole self. Breathe into that space of wholeness, togetherness, connectedness, oneness. And let's take a moment in gratitude to ourselves for taking this time in stillness to listen, to observe. Honor this practice today. Honor yourself. Honor each other. And honor the practice of yoga. Take a nice deep breath in. Release your hands back down. You slowly open your eyes. Notice how you feel. Yeah. All right, everyone. Thank you for choosing to do this mindfulness practice today with me. I'm very happy you could join me here. And I hope you have a beautiful, wonderful day, evening, or night, wherever you're at. Until next time, namaste.